guys, I'm back, and tonight we are going to be cooking, and me and my husband Jay are going to be making a chicken Dorito casserole. My mom used to make these for us when we were younger. Sometimes she used ground beef, sometimes not, and this is not her recipe. This is a recipe I found online. It's quick and easy. Kids that love Dorito chips love it. We're going to put a good bit of like jalapenos and the hottest of Rotel in it, but when you make it for your kids, just use the mild Rotel, and you don't really have to use any peppers in it, but we all like our peppers, so it's going to be good. It's going to be quick. It's very easy. You preheat your oven to 350 and then just kind of mix it all, and so that's what we're going to do, so join me. Okay, here's a quick look at our ingredients. We're going to be using some taco seasoning. It calls for a packet, but I always try to get the bottle. Colby Jack cheese we're going to grate ourselves. A can of whole kernel corn, Rotel. Of course, we got the habanero, but you can use the mild for your kids. Black beans, a can of cream of mushroom soup, some garlic, and we're going to put some jalapeno peppers in it. And then 1 tablespoon of butter. And it calls for a rotisserie chicken. And we were out and about early this morning and late last night. And by the time we got to the store last night, all the rotisserie chickens were gone. And we were so early this morning, they had not put them out yet. But we did find this already cut up boneless rotisserie chicken at Walmart in the frozen sections. It's by Soul's Kitchen. So we just got a couple of bags of those. Thanks, dear, for moving that. Anyway, so we're going to use that. But normally you can just go get a rotisserie chicken and pull it off the bone and use it. Good flavor. But this one is fully cooked. It's the normal rotisserie chicken flavor. So in a pinch, if you need to, or if you don't want to pick chicken off the bone, grab you a couple of bags of that. So let's get started. Okay, we're ready to get started. We're going to take a tablespoon of butter and we're going to drop it over in our pan. And Jay has already chopped the onions and we have already shredded the cheese. But what we're going to do is we're going to turn our heat on. We're going to melt our butter. We're going to throw our onions in there. We're going to cook them for about 4 to 5 minutes. And then we're going to add the garlic. Now, it calls for a clove of garlic. We like garlic, so we're adding about 2 cloves of garlic. We're just garlic people. So we did take and drain our can of whole kernel corn. We got sweet corn. We drained and rinsed our black beans. And so we're going to have them ready to go. And we're going to be browning those onions, and then we're going to mix other things in the mixing bowl together. So we'll get back with you in a sec. Okay, we got the onions in with the tablespoon of butter, and we're just going to, they've been in there for about a minute. We got about 4 minutes to go. And then we're going to add the garlic. Okay, we're adding the garlic.
There's only one thing that tastes better, smells better than onions cooking, and that's onions and garlic.
That's a true statement. All right, we're going to let that cook for about a minute, and then we're going to take it off the burner. Okay, so we finished the onions and garlic, and now we're going to mix together in a large bowl a can of cream of chicken soup, a cup of sour cream, and we're using real sour cream, but you could use low fat if you wanted to. Okay, half of our cheese that we got grated up. Now it calls for 2 cups of cheese. We probably have 4 cups, and we're adding 2 cups to this. We like cheese, and we're saving the rest for the topping. All right, and it calls for a packet of taco seasoning, but I have a big bottle, so we are gonna be very generous. And there's about a packet. Now we're gonna add a little bit more because we like taco seasoning too. All right, and you know we don't really measure, so there you go. We're gonna stir all that up. With the cream of chicken, the sour cream, and the shredded cheese. All right, and we're gonna get that mixed good, and then we're gonna add some more ingredients. Okay, so now we're gonna add the remaining ingredients. We did, the rotisserie chicken came in like little strips, so we did take and chop it up a bit. Okay, you don't have to, but we did. All right, we're gonna add our can of Rotel. Now we're adding the habanero Rotel, but like I said, if you have kids, you can just add the mild. We're going to add a little diced jalapenos from the can, and we are adding the amount that it says, but it actually calls for green chilies. You can add this or you can leave it out. Whole kernel corn, and we did drain that. We're adding a can of that. A can of black beans that we drained and rinsed. Okay, and we're gonna stir all that up together. Okay. Now we're gonna add the onion and garlic also that we cooked previously, and mix that in. Now I took and kind of what I call half crushed some Doritos up. You don't want to leave them whole, but you don't want them itty bitty pieces either. And we lined the bottom. I sprayed the pan with canola oil. The recipe does not say to do that, but I like an easy cleanup. And I just used regular Doritos, but you can use the spicy ones. You can use whatever flavor you want, okay? And so we're not going to just pour this on top, but we're going to dip it out little by little, because if you just dump it in there, it just moves all the Doritos to the side. So we're going to spoon it on a little bit at a time, and then we'll spread it a little bit. And remember, this has half of our cheese mixture in it. Okay? And so we're going to do this until the whole pan is full, and then we'll get back with you. So we've got it all on top, and what we're going to do is put it in the oven for 20 minutes at 350 degrees. We already have our oven preheated. And then when we pull it out, we're going to top it with more Doritos and the rest of the cheese, and then we're going to stick it back into the oven until that is melted. In the oven it goes, and we'll set a timer for 20 minutes. I would like to say that we did have a little bit left over. We didn't quite put all the mixture in there. So we're going to keep it as a dip. It'll be good with crackers. It'll be good with chips, whatever. You don't have to use the Doritos, but you can. But it would be a good dip as well. And it's all cooked. It's all pre-cooked. So it's not like you're like using raw eggs or anything chicken that's not cooked. So everything's cooked. So Jay says it's good. He's tasting it right now. And he says a big thumbs up. And that's about how much we did not put in. So there you go.
Oh yeah, that's gonna have some heat to it too.
Now I do want to say that you can like alter this recipe. You can alter any recipe most of the time. If it's like cakes and stuff like that, I pretty much try to stick to the recipe as far as measurements, because when you're baking, precise measurements are important. But when you do stuff like this with casseroles, you can kind of change that up a little bit, add more, make it more liquidy or make it less liquidy, or put a different kind of cheese in it, or use different seasonings or whatever. But you can change it up, okay? So, like I said, when I was younger, my mom used to use ground beef in place of the chicken. So if you want to do that, you can do that. You could use ground pork. You could use chicken and beef. You could do whatever you want to. But it's a quick, easy recipe, and it's so good. And I can't wait to show it to you when it comes out of the oven. All right, so it's been 20 minutes. We're taking it out of the oven. You can see it's slightly browned on top. All right, we're going to put another layer of Doritos on. And then the rest of the cheese. And then we're going to stick it back in the oven until it melts. So you just kind of layer them on top like that. And then we're going to put the cheese on top of that. And then we'll show you the finished product. Okay, we got out the cheese on it, and we're going to stick it back in the oven. Okay, y'all, here it is. Doesn't that look yummy? Wow. And we're fixing to plate it and try it. Okay, here it is on the plate. Look at all that yummy goodness. You got your black beans, you got your corn, your cheese, your Doritos, your chicken. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I'll have some more coming out. We're actually going to make a Mississippi pot roast tomorrow. All right. Check y'all later.